Good afternoon, ladies, and thank you for joining us in Fire the Rubies today. I am feeling a lot better, but you're still going to have to forgive my very scratchy voice. We are diving into Colossians chapter 3 today. We're going to start with an illustration. I want you to picture something in your head for me, okay? I know you have a good imagination, so work with me. If you walked into a room full of dignitaries and everyone there knew you were a special ambassador for the Queen of England, you spoke on her behalf, you represented her policies, her agenda, her legacy, and her authority. How would you carry yourself? How would you carry yourself? A little more gracious? A little kinder? More soft-spoken? Quick to forgive if a stranger happened to knock over your coffee? Quick to forgive if someone bumps into you? Would you be feisty? Would you try to start an argument? With such status, would you be pointing out all the flaws in the people around you, their faults, their mistakes? Would you be anxious in this room full of other important people? Or would you be at peace knowing who you're representing? Would you be thankful for the gifts that the Queen had bestowed upon you for this job, the perks that come with this job? Would you treat others around you a little more forgivingly, seeing as how the Queen had forgiven some very silly mistakes in your first few weeks on the job? Everyone's faults and mistakes seem a little easier to forgive with what she's looked over for you. My sweet, sweet friend, you are an ambassador of the Most High King, an ambassador of the Most High King. And when you walk into a room, everyone around you recognizes through your spirit and through your behavior what you represent. Focusing on verses 12 through 15 in Colossians chapter 3, I'm going to read them to you. It says, "Since God chose you to be the holy people he loves, you must clothe yourselves with tender-hearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you." Forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must also forgive others. Above all, clothe yourself with love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace and always to be thankful. When you were baptized in the name of Jesus, you became an ambassador for the Most High King. Like it or not, you have the job. It's how God sees you, it's how others see you, and it's how you need to see yourself when you're at work, when you go to school, go to college, when you're in your home with your family, when you're just hanging around your extended family or your friends, when you're chatting with your neighbors, when you're chatting with the cashier in the checkout line. You are an ambassador of the Most High King. So how do you carry yourself? With a little more grace, a little softer spoken, a little kindness, quick to forgive, being at peace in whose authority you stand in, grateful for the perks that come with being his ambassador, understanding through peace, with peace, that the authority you walk in, there is no higher authority. You are an ambassador. You are an ambassador of the Most High King. Your challenge today is to read Colossians chapter 3 and to ask God to show you where you need improvement at in representing him. We all have areas where if we thought, wow, I could really improve in this area to represent God better, my goodness, do you think that he would help you there? Of course he would help you there. He desires for you to be the best representation of him and his kingdom that you can be. So ask him to show you in your heart, to show you in your spirit where you need some improvement, where you need some molding to look like him, and ask him to help you be the best ambassador of his kingdom that you could possibly be. If no one has told you lately, you are loved, you are cherished, you are valuable, and your worth is far above rubies. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you all again tomorrow.